You're listening to ABA One-on-One Podcast.
Come explore the No Strings Attached e-news online magazine. Our global array of authors inspire, delight, and educate with practical and entertaining articles. And with Focus On, we help producers of film, web series, and other video content attract a wider audience. Plus, your project can stream on Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, and more with our media partners E360 TV and NETV. No Strings Attached e-news, focusing on human interest. Advertising available, nsaen.com.
Hi guys, CJ here. We currently have a few positions available for relationship managers. If you would like the opportunity to work in sports marketing, this could be it. The ABA is the largest pro league in the world and partnered with the AAU, representing over 700,000 athletes around the world. Building business relationships and helping bring new audiences to every business we're working with is the goal. You're not limited to one state or region. Businesses partnering with sports is always a win-win for the community. Sound interesting? Then drop us an email and get more information at jobs@aba1on1.club, and we'll get back to you right away. The best way to keep up with everything happening around here at ABA 101 is to join our monthly newsletter. Just for joining, we give you $230 worth of free gifts from our sponsors once you confirm your email address. You can unsubscribe at any time, but why would you? Just go to our website, www.aba1on1.club, scroll to the bottom of the page, and subscribe. Hey guys, it's time for a new episode of ABA One-on-One.
Open up, yeah. Open up now. Open up. Open up, yeah. Open up. Open up now. I'll give a damn dog, give him a bone. Give a damn dog a bone. I'll give a damn dog, give him a bone. Give a damn dog a bone.
Yep. All right, let's do the quick intro. Hey guys, welcome back to another ABA 101. Wow, 30 shows down. That's season one. We're here. I got my boys Brian and Rick with me. Guys, welcome. We're just gonna talk today. Tell people what's coming and how we felt
Sounds
about.
good to me.
Yeah, tell people how we felt about what has happened and our favorite stories. My favorite one's still been who pushed me, but the guy in the pool. I thought that was pretty fun, and we've had a lot of great guests on. Wow, people that I never thought that I'd ever speak to in my life. And it was good to see. We gave Brian a little bit of legitimacy, even though we don't give him as much pay. A lot of the people we had on kind of were connected to him, so I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
And then
I got his college coach on.
Yep. And Coach Rick been bringing.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting ready to bow down right now.
I don't.
I'm bowing down, Rick.
I don't recruit nothing but D1 players. I don't recruit any. I don't recruit any JUCOs or any IAs.
And
hey, guys,
Well,
before we get started, Brian,
and
CJ, before we get started, I got a little something that's been kind of playing around in my mind, and I'm thinking, I don't know whether you guys saw the big brawl. I believe it was Atlanta, and somebody took a cheap shot at the other team's quarterback, and I mean, hit him, nailed him. And so one of the guys, I can't think of the guy's name, he's going to take exception to that. So he starts a fight. And he walked up and sucker punched the guy. But here's the thing kind of baffling. You sucker punch the guy, he's got a helmet on. Oh, man. If you go fight, let them just take your helmets off. He's to death. But he's only doing is beating his helmet. I mean, football guys are a little bit different, I'm telling you. They're a little bit strange.
Oh, they are. That's like
you go punch somebody and break your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
But to your point, Rick, I saw the what was it? I think it was the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears and the Saints.
Yeah, the
And
Saints. I saw that. Yeah.
there was the wide receiver that was standing out there, and they got in each other's face. And I don't know if you noticed or not,
Yeah, and the guy
the
sucker
first
punched
hit
him.
that the dude from the Bears did, he punched him in the helmet. Okay, and it must have hurt his hand, because the second hit that he swung back with, it was like an open hand slap, and it wasn't a punch like the first one. But it's like, how do you determine that? You know what I mean?
That always baffles me, though.
Punch a wall.
But you watch these football fights, and it's a lot of them here in the last couple of weeks, NFL, but nobody takes their helmet off, which is smart. That guy that takes his helmet off is an idiot. Because he's going to get his brains beat out. Because
Yeah, exactly.
he walked up and just sucker punched him, and the guy turned around, wait a minute, did you just sucker punch me? Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there. It's always kind of amusing.
That's
That
all
was
right.
good.
I
Do something
call it
like
the
that.
effects of 2020.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is-
There you
This is
go.
that 2020 mindset. That's
Yeah.
because 2020 is all screwed up, and
Oh, yeah.
people don't know what's happening half the time. So maybe they've fallen under that that 2020 disease.
You punch somebody in the helmet, you definitely got a little touch of coronavirus. I mean, I think you definitely gonna test positive.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
They might have a touch of that corona and Cuervo virus.
Yeah,
yeah.
with
Oh, yeah.
with a lime.
Yeah, with the lime. Thank you.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
Hey, we do need to let everybody know this. Buzz Peterson is coming back. That was part one that they heard, even though he was driving back
mountain.
to Charlotte and hitting those mountains and fading in and out. So Buzz is guaranteed he'll be back, and we'll finish part two of that. So it'll be great. Looking forward to that.
And the other one we're gonna get back is Clifford Ray.
Oh, heck yeah.
We had him and Butch Beard on. Remember, Clifford was having a hard time with his microphone,
Yes.
his audio, and
Yeah.
we some pieces, and he'd catch you back in the
I
bus.
say bring them all back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because Clement Johnson was the funniest MF we've had on the show,
Oh, no question. No question.
He was mad. Oh,
But-
my goodness.
But you remember, if you'll remember, when Bob Hill was on, and Bob Hill just confirmed what I'd already heard, and Clement had already told me when we were in China, the night they were in Italy, and Bob Hill was his coach, and Clement got kicked out of the game. He decked somebody, he was so mad he went down to the locker room and pulled the locker room doors off the hinges and set them to the side.
Man. Yeah.
And so I asked Clement about that when we was on the show, and he confirmed it. And then about 2 or 3 weeks later, we had Bob Hill on the show. Bob Hill, unsolicited, told that same story. How he took the whole door off the hinges. He didn't break the door. Pulled the door off the hinges and set it very gently over to the side in the hallway. And I, just picked up out of rage like that when he get mad. Clement Johnson is probably 6'9", probably 2 at the time. He was probably about 270. Wasn't very much fat on that body, and
Wow.
he was the man. He was a designated fighter when him and some of the other guys that would get into fights. Each team had a guy that was their designated guy, and he protected Andrew Toney and Maurice Cheeks. But you had it was incredible. Some of the guys and those two guys always squared off.
Mm.
And referees just took their time breaking it up because it was just those two. But
Crazy.
You raised a good point. You raised a very good point there, Rick, because that's kind of what's missing today.
Yeah, you can't touch nobody.
Those teams back then, with Clifford Ray and those guys, the Mo Lucases and the Daryl Dawkins and guys like that who were every team, it seemed like, had an enforcer.
They did.
But
Yeah.
every team had an enforcer.
Yep.
And you didn't mess with those enforcers, you know. But today's game, it's very, very different. You know, I don't know. I think the last true enforcer was Ron Artest, or what is he called now?
Meta World Peace.
I don't know. Yeah, Meta World Peace. I was about to call him World Be Free, but yeah, Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
He might have been the last leg of a team's enforcer that we've seen in a while.
It reminds me of the two guys from the university. I think both of them played at Virginia. I know one of them did. One was Scientific Map, and so not to be outdone, the mother named the next child World Map. MAPP. But you can look this up. Scientific Map. He was a point guard, I think, and his partner was named World Map.
Oh my God.
I don't know what they were doing, but they had a third son. That would probably have to be some other kind of map. But I thought that was kind of.
Oh my
ironic.
God. Well, hey, I do have to say,
that is funny.
I do have to say we had, you know, moments of great knowledge that came from our legendary ABA heroes like, you know, Dave Twardzik, Matt Calvin, Bob Nedelecki, Ron Perry. The stories that I was hearing from these guys just blew me away on different levels, because the league meant different things to them being out there. You know, Bob Nedelecki was like the pretty boy, you know, had all these things happening. Ron Perry was, you know, this incredible shooter. You know, Mac came in, you know, had to go through all these struggles just to get, you know, back up. And, you know, Dave took off, went crazy in both leagues, you know. So a lot to learn there, a lot to take in. It was great.
I tell you what, to me, was kind of fascinating with John Wetzel.
Oh, yeah.
Wetzel, according to him, and this guy, I don't know how this can be disproved or proved, he's the only NBA player in history that went to Vietnam. 2 years in Vietnam.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad.
And that's you know, that's strong. I mean, you're the only NBA player. You think of the NBA players over the last 75 years, and he's the only one?
Yeah.
And he got drafted by the Lakers and spent a year with the Lakers, and then he got drafted. But back in those days, the U.S. military, the draft, they could care less whether or not you were the Lakers or the Lakers or anybody else. When your number comes up,
yeah, that's true.
draft number comes up, you out of here, young man. You gone.
Yeah, that's true. That's back then. They didn't care if you were a professional athlete or not.
Yeah, and you know, somebody else was awesome. He may have been my favorite of all of them, was Dale Harris. You're talking about Coach Bryant his first year and Magic Johnson his last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to bring Dale back. That was
you talking about a resume.
Wow, yeah.
You think about it.
Yeah, he's a legend though, man. He's just you know, he is a legend. He is a true legend of the game.
Chinese,
you know, I guess a lot of people.
Two Olympics. China. It was China 2 Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And see, people really wouldn't, you know, understand Dale's plight unless we actually brought things like that. You know, having shows like this that allow him to tell people his story. You know, the fact that where he was and Jerry Pym, that connection with Jerry Pym gave him his first job, you know, when he was at the University of Utah or Long Beach, when he was there. I mean, it's things of that, like that, man, having those stories, but then someone like him who then takes that opportunity and becomes like this icon, and literally an icon of the NBA over that long period of time. What was the award that he just got? Was it Man of the Century or something like that? That he
some kind
that
of
he had just
sportsman.
Wasn't it a
It
lifetime?
was kind of. That's a good question.
A lifetime achievement or something?
I think it was a lifetime.
Yes.
Like that, a lifetime sportsman award or
Yeah.
That that's huge. That
Yeah.
is absolutely huge. And but that again, that's an indication of how much someone like Dale Harris has actually brought to the league and the growth of the league and the development, the players. That's huge, man. He's a true Hall of Famer in my book, for sure. Well, he's already a Hall of Famer, but he's a true Hall of Famer, man.
Well, the other thing is, at the Final Four every year, and I go to the Final Four every year, we have this international coaches meeting, and we always have it at 2:00 or 3:00 on the day of the semifinals. The semifinals are on Saturday, and then the finals are Monday night. So on that Saturday afternoon, they have this international coaches meeting where all these coaches, it's usually at least 10 or 15 different countries represented from the Far East to Europe to Asia, all over. And they have some unbelievable people coming there. And they 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I can't remember which, they gave Bill Harris the International Lifetime Achievement Award. He was at the meeting, and he and I sat together and talked, because I know him pretty well. And we sat and talked, but he got that award, and I thought, boy, what a well-deserved award. I mean, he coached in Puerto Rico. I mean, he coached in, I don't know how many countries he coached in.
Yeah.
I thought that was it's just fascinating.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. And then with all this GOAT talk these days, you look back and we had Jim Clemens on, and everybody judges by the rings, and my man is under the radar and got 10 rings. You just go, what?
No, he's got 11. He's got one. He's got one more. He needs one more finger because he won one as a player.
He won.
Yeah, that's right. He won one as a player.
Yeah,
with Will Chamberlain and Jerry West and Elgin Baylor in 1971.
Yeah, I thought that made 10. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's sweet.
If you brought that up, CJ, you're the one that said.
I know, man. I know. But man, it's still just amazing when you look back at it. And I see guys, posting up all these photos of these players that have won 3 rings and 5 rings and 6 rings.
Man.
And I'm come on.
That's impressive. Yeah. But you talking about the ultimate being in the right place at the right time. The time he hooked up with Phil Jackson in Chicago and won 6, and then hooked up with him again and won 4 more. And then he coached for the Mavericks for a year. He didn't make it but a year, but he was with. That's when he had Butch Beard and those guys on the Mavericks.
Wow!
But the guy, Brian, you probably know this guy or know who it is. I went brain dead. I can't think of his name. He ran for president. And he's from Texas, and he's got more money than you can imagine. And he was the owner of the owner of the Mavericks. And it'll come to me again in just a minute who it is. But he was instrumental, I think, in Walmart and some of these companies. He's a big oil guy.
Yeah. What was his name? I know who you're talking about.
He ran for president.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
He was, what's his name? He was a Navy guy. Perot? Ross Perot?
Ross Perot. There you go. Yeah, Ross Perot.
You just earned your bonus.
Well, I'm a Navy man. I'm a Navy man. If I don't know a Navy, another Navy commander, come on, man.
But the story was, according to Jim Clemens, his son was really interested in basketball, but didn't know anything about basketball. So when Ross Perot was getting up in years, he said, "I'll just, it's like giving away toys at Christmas. I'll just give you the Dallas Mavericks. Just take it." He's got so many other ventures going out there. He said, "Here, let me give you the Dallas Mavericks."
Not
okay.
Bad.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Wow. Jim Clemens and,
Yeah, and we've had, it was good getting Rome on, to prove that we also we cross, for the young and the old, so it's good having a young current player out there on the show.
He was good too, I thought.
Yeah.
He remember he had just left the bubble.
Oh yeah.
Wizards had just got eliminated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Talking about how they were drugged, how they were tested every day.
Yep. Yep. So
Yeah,
funny, man.
and how
so funny.
thorough it was. The thing that caught me though with young Rome was when he said he was scared. Remember that? He said,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because of the testing and the protocols that the NBA had in place in the bubble, as soon as he left that bubble and he got on an airplane and went back home and he see people walking around with no mask and everything, he was scared. That I thought that was funny, to be honest with you. But
Can't blame him, no.
you can't blame him. They did a great job in that bubble. They really did.
Unbelievable. Go down in history.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I gotta not to change the subject, but I want to challenge us to something. Okay. Now, here comes this challenge. You might say yes, we can do it. We might say no, we can't. All right. I want to challenge ABA 1-on-1 to get together and bring in the 1975 ABA All-League team. Okay. The first 5 players. And I'll give you their names. George McGinnis, Artis Gilmore, Ron Boone, Julius Erving, and Matt Calvin. That was the first 5 all ABA League team in 1975. What do you think?
Well, we know we got 3 of them on the same board with Mac, so actually 4 of them on the same board, right? No?
Yeah.
Yep. So that could be a possibility, We got to talk with Mac.
Yeah, so Mac, if you're listening.
Yeah, I know. We
Mac,
got to get on Mac.
We got to get on it.
Hey guys,
I think that would be.
I'm agreeing with you on that. We got to try that, but before I forget, I just got to say this while it's on my mind. We also got to pay homage to the only females, the first female to be on the show, Marsha Blunt. Finding out that, I knew we talked a lot, but to find out, old girl had her jersey retired, that's pretty awesome,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta give her a little shout out as well.
Where did she play? Somewhere in Philadelphia, didn't she?
Was it Philly or New York? One of them spots. I have to go back and listen. I forgot, but she's bad.
I think she was in Camden, New Jersey. Her team was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In Camden. Well,
I believe that's what you said.
Is that it? Because the Camden, the ABA team there now is the Camden Monarchs.
Well, she owns.
That's the one she owns.
She owns the Jersey Express.
Hold on. She owns the Jersey Express.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the Camden Monarchs. Now I grew up in Camden now, and I know because a real good friend of mine who I played high school basketball with, and he's in the Philadelphia 76ers organization. Tony Coleman is, and I call him TC Glide, but he's the head coach of the Camden Monarchs.
Oh, okay.
As they came
in.
So they just came in last year, I think it was their first season, the Camden Monarchs, and they did pretty well. They did pretty well. So I'm familiar with that area, but I can tell you she's a smart one.
Oh yeah.
I love what she was. I loved her message to ABA owners. I loved her message to the ABA itself in terms of, hey, you're not in this to just say, and to round it off, you're not in this to just say, hey, look at me, I own a team.
Yeah.
It's a business.
It's a business.
You have to treat it like a business, and you have to work to grow the brand. And CJ, you and I talk about that all the time. It's about working to grow the brand collectively. And it's not just, hey, one of those pat yourself on the back, I own a team thing. It's about the success of your team, but it's also about the success of the league itself so that it sustains opportunities for players to have a chance to play. I really like that about her. So,
I'm going to tell you, as an ABA owner, I know here in the United States, and I'm sure it's like this in Australia too, you better be creative. Because,
Oh,
yeah.
or have some deep pockets. Because you ain't going to make any money in the ABA. If money is your number one goal, if you think, well, I own a professional franchise, I can make all this money. Come on, man. You ain't going to make it. You better have some deep pockets or be creative.
Yeah.
A lot of the ABA guys did, and thus the 3-point shot, thus the slam dunk contest, all this they created back in the old ABA days that the NBA took on.
Yeah. And the game's a little different now, so you do have to be creative. You know, you definitely got to be.
Well, the game is.
I get where you're getting ready to say, but it hadn't really fluctuated much from having to still be creative as a league to get the eyeballs. It's the same fight, you know.
Yeah, it is. But
put
then
some
also
fannies in those seats.
It's putting the fans in the seats, but also you got to also look at the factors too that the international market is way bigger than what it was, you know, back in the early days of the ABA and things of that nature. The international market is kind of sustaining its own right now, you know.
Hey,
and that's another challenge in itself, I think.
I agree.
I'll tell you also, if the ABA back in the day, if they could have secured a TV deal, they may not be playing.
Oh yeah. Well, you know,
that was the problem.
Well, you know, the St. Louis St. Louis team, they did secure a TV deal, and I think about 2014 or something, they got paid out almost $300 million or something like that. So from 2015. ESPN, 2015. There you go.
30 million.
I think each partner got 30 million. I'm not sure. I'm gonna let it stay. I'm gonna just say they got paid out.
Yeah. Which brings me to another story. When you finish your sentence, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I was just gonna actually go to the next subject, but I'll let you go. Go ahead, Rick.
No, the thing that I thought was kind of ironic, I was going to mention this in the other show.
Yeah.
I forget the football coach's name. I think he was somewhere in either Texas or Oklahoma. Anyway, he had a few NCAA infractions. He bent a few rules, and and they gave him some pretty serious penalties. And he was on TV and he was explaining. He says, you know, we got nailed. He said, but, you know, they took away, they put us on probation, which means we can't play for the national championship. But he said, that's just fine. We'll play every game like it is a national championship. Well, we'll get by with that. And he said, scholarships. He said, they took away some scholarships. And he said, that's going to hurt. But he said, we'll overcome that too. But I'll just tell you right now, I don't know how they're going to keep us from watching TV.
You're crazy, man.
I don't know how they're going to enforce that.
You're crazy. This is why I miss your stories, bro. Your stories. Hey, I do want
to think about that. The funny it's going to be though. You think, I don't know how they can keep us from watching TV.
I know that's mad. That's mad. Yeah. Hey, I do want to put this challenge out because one thing we said we was going to do and we didn't do it. We had the two Twin Towers on from The Last Dance. Paul Mokeski, Greg Kite, guys that actually got to play in there. And I would like to see us get our little round table together, invite, you know, a couple of buddies that we know in the game to have that discussion. Doesn't matter when we have it. It's, you know, it's our show. We're not on any time limit, but
right.
it's like
we're the boss.
That's it. Hey, that's it. We don't have to answer to anybody.
I don't know if y'all can include me in that. I'm down in the maintenance closet right now, trying to show these flooding waters out down here. So
we're gonna give you a pass. We're gonna get you back in HR.
We'll get you a pass. Don't worry. Don't worry. I have it on good authority. Yeah, but that should be a fun day, and we'll probably have to do a lot of editing on that show because a few words may be coming out. But hey, I'm still looking forward to it. That'll be great.
Well, this program's rated GP anyway.
Hey, whenever I post up, it always says, "Is your content child friendly?" And I always tick no. So we're good. We can say whatever we want. It doesn't matter. But yeah, hey, I'm looking forward to that. And
Well, that would be a great discussion to have. Yeah.
oh yeah, man. Oh, and we got some. I just want to put it out real quick before I forget. We got some interesting guests that we're still looking to bring on. I think Rick was reaching out to one of my favorites, Dominique Wilkins.
I am. I'm working on it. I'm working on that every day, and it's going to happen.
I just got word. We got about 10 minutes left, guys. I just got word from Dale Ellis, Seattle Supersonics camp, from his manager, Chu, that they got a project working right now. When they finish it, he'd like to be on the show. And I'm like, yay. Reached out to my boy, Dwayne McClain, that was on that winning Villanova team, that historic team, so hopefully Dwayne will hit me back. And Brian, I don't know who you reached out to down there in the maintenance department, but
Well, down here I have a couple of bugs
Plumbers
over there in the corner.
Hey,
you
brought
two that just saw scurry behind the cabinet, so I don't know.
Bro, you bought Matt Calvin, so I'll never forget that. But it's like also I forgot to do a shout out to Nick Anderson, man, because he was one of my favorite to watch. And Jay Jeffries, So man, guys, 30 shows. Wow.
I wonder Jay Humphries. I wonder if he remember.
Jay Humphries. Sorry, yeah.
China.
He didn't he play with your guest?
He went back to remember he was
coaching.
He was coaching in China.
He was coaching.
Yeah, but he was waiting on his go. He was getting ready.
Yeah. He couldn't.
I wonder if he ever went back.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, I don't know. That international travel, I know China. I believe China's opened up their borders, and
but not to Americans.
People are traveling back and forth, but not to Americans. And see, because I know people here that have actually gone back to China, that have come here from China. So the travel has been eased. But again, I can't speak for what's happening back home in America.
Yeah,
it's just interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Well, the world got to open up. We got to open up so we can get some of these guys traveling down here. Yeah,
I know, because you guys down there in your department
do a live show.
Your guys in your department got all the flights, right?
No, we got.
You're covering the flights, right?
We got the water down here, so because they might have to travel by boat.
Man, I don't know why every time we have a guest on and they talk about flights, my name comes up. I just don't understand.
You're in charge of travel.
You're in charge of travel because anytime they mention my name, they just wait a minute.
I got the hotel deal.
Rowboat.
I think we should have the number of guests that we've had on that all of them want to come to Australia. I think we're going to have to charter a plane.
We're gonna have to. Look, I got the hotels covered. I got we got the international deals through our partners on the show, Tribe Now. We said that, Tribe Now. Thank you, globally. But the flight, we have to work on. We're gonna have to work on.
I'll check on the snacks. Charge of that.
Oh, Rick.
I'll get the brooms out the
Starbucks
closet so I can at least sweep the rooms for them.
Oh my God, I'm in trouble. Hey guys, it should be fun though. Like I know we're gonna get Rick out here for sure, but we're gonna, we got a wide group of guys that can bring a lot of good things here to Australia and to players. So it's just about making it happen. That's the way I look at it. We gotta dream it, then put a plan together and execute. So, but hey guys, hey, we got about 5 minutes up here. I mean,
before we go, sorry, CJ, but before
you're good.
Rick, I just want to ask you a question. Right. I want you to explain to our listeners out there. What did you dress up as for Halloween?
Oh,
Now,
you
I
saw
a
that?
photo.
I saw that
And I'll
too.
tell you, I was crying, man. I was absolutely crying.
I sent him a
Can you
message.
explain?
I sent him a message, and the message said, "You got to change that shampoo, bro."
Hey, I still got it. I'm thinking about wearing it to school one day. Anyway, I gotta preface this by saying last year, 2019 Halloween, I dressed up as a priest, and I had all my robe, and I had the cross. I had it all. A lot of people actually thought I was a priest, and so this year I said I can't be a priest again because I know that costume was so good that people will know that I'm mimicking it and doing it again. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a judge, because this was all the stuff about the court system, and we're getting ready to elections coming up. We know there's going to be all kind of court challenges. So I put, I'll be the judge. Then on the back, I had the art department in my school do a sign that said judge, and on the back it was judge, the jury, and the executioner. All three.
Okay.
And I had my wig on, and the judge, jury, and the executioner.
You definitely look like the executioner.
Oh, definitely. When I saw that photo, man, I just fell out laughing. That was a great photo. Great photo.
Thanks, Brian, for bringing it up. I appreciate you, man.
It was crazy, brother. It was crazy.
As Rick Pitino used to say, you can't win the Kentucky Derby with a jackass. He was talking about getting players. And the guy said, yeah, you got to get some players. Yeah, I said, yeah. Rick Pitino said, you can't win the Kentucky Derby with a jackass. You can't fight with a toothpick. Yeah.
Oh, my God. You guys are mad. You guys. So, hey, look, everybody's going to be, I mean, for those of you who've been following us, thank you. Hey, you got to check this out, too. We've just launched a new program called the ABA STAR program. STAR stands for Stand Tall Against Racism in sports and in life, and you can go to our website, www.abastarprogram.com. Check it out. We got a lot of people putting in, helping to support us. If you become a member on our website, you get a certificate and everything. And portion of the funds raised goes to sports scholarship program for helping young athletes coming up. So please check that out. And guys, I just want to say, if this is the first 30 shows down, wow, it's going to be amazing to see what we do next. Rick, I do say, don't forget to have that talk with Walt Frazier.
I talked to Butch Beard today.
Okay, good.
And
we get Walt.
If you can't get Walt Frazier, we're going to get Earl Monroe.
There we go. And Brian, you already know, you got so many people we can talk to, and I might want to get Eddie on the show as well. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. So and Andre Moore, since we are talking to some of the brothers who've been out here playing ball and actually doing some good things. So it's.
I want you to
go ahead,
Brian.
Rick.
I want you to get Brian Shaw.
Okay.
That's what I want.
There we go.
I'll give him a call.
I had his stepdaughter, Bianca.
Yeah.
I think he's the one he adopted. The accident.
Yeah. See, that was that was Kiki, his sister.
I
Kiki,
had
his daughter,
his stepdaughter. Didn't he have a daughter named Bianca?
Yeah. See, that's because this goes way back, and my prayers and thoughts still go out to him and his family, because I during our school time, because I was from the East Coast and Brian was from Oakland, and with that, when we were at school at Santa Barbara, well, instead of me going home for Christmas, I'd go stay with him and his family, and and so I knew the family. I knew Barbara, his mom, Charles, his dad, his sister Kiki.
Cool.
They're a small family of four, and when all that stuff happened, it was so heartbreaking because I was over here, and we sent flowers and everything back, and we talked for a little bit, and and I knew about him adopting Kiki's daughter as his own.
Cool.
You know,
All
but
right.
yeah, he's I'll reach out to him, man. I'll definitely reach out.
Yeah,
All right,
please
man.
do. Tell him
Hey.
sometimes the guy in Florida would love to talk to him.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
cool.
All right, guys. Let's wrap it up right there, man. We hit everybody. You know, we thank everybody for checking us out, and hey, let's keep this thing going, guys. We'll chat soon. All right.
For sure. For sure.
All right, my man. All right. Take care,
Yep.
Rick.
All
All
right,
right, never
guys.
let the
Take
truth
care.
stand in the way of a good story.
All right, Brian. Take care, guys.
Definitely.
All right. Man.
Okay.
See you, Brian.
Peace. Yep.
Sassy B Worldwide Productions. With over 25 years of entertainment experience, we have done it all. Celebrity appearances, red carpet events, image consultation and branding design.